Hello.
We're back.
Hello, hello.
We're back. I missed it. Any more of it?
I'm so excited to be back.
Weep.
Wait.
Why are we
Weep.
weeping?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
Because
looked
one
into my
person did it.
soul and I decided, weep.
Now why am I weeping?
Alright.
Why weep?
Oh, it's just like
It's a weep kind of day.
Yeah.
Looking to
Honestly, though, yeah.
it's like picking a color a day. You don't know why I have the color. It's just that,
So-
or is it a full?
So is weep color the color you have when you watch over two dogs?
I don't know.
Sure.
I'm gonna say yes, so
If
you
you
can
want it to be.
continue.
So last time we played Ace Attorney apologizes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Immediately, so far off track.
Card
Weep.
games.
Dude.
Not on motorcycles.
yeah.
In cold rooms.
Oh,
Right.
right. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
I had
When
good
the
guesses.
bo- In the Borched Club.
So,
The Borscht Bowl Club.
if you didn't watch the last episode, immediately we're going into spoiler territory,
The Borched Bowl Club.
where we are now accusing Gavin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
That's
I'm
Christoph
evil,
Gavin, our boss.
apparently.
So I'm just gonna load in. Watch
I
it.
forgot that we hadn't convicted him yet.
I mean, we didn't have a breakdown or anything.
Didn't we just finish a puzzle and now they're going to explain itself?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's
Very
right.
good.
Like
Explain this puzzle that we definitely just solved to
There's
us.
a reason we were on the main menu.
Yeah.
Ah. Mr. Wright, if I may,
Yes.
Pa. Oh.
Take
Take a look at this photograph of the scene of the crime. Stop.
It's
Stop
it's
it.
fun to do that, isn't it, Paula? It's pretty fun.
Yeah. See the victim here? He
that's
is wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see the blood on his forehead.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. Good point.
Justice. Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it.
Okay.
This
Think
was
lunar for
lunar?
now? Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head.
You?
You put the hat on the dead man's head?
Sure.
He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shining bright, just like in this photograph.
Bald.
Ball.
Bald.
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 Mold.
Bald.
And?
I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head.
Why do you do something like that?
Respect.
I don't know. All I can say is, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene.
So, Miss O'Reilly didn't see it being the victim's his head.
I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head.
Here we go again.
Mr. Gavin?
Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case.
Hey, he's still our client, isn't he?
I believe that's enough of that.
Mr. Gavin?
This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christoph. I never knew.
I believe it was you who threw the first stone?
Mr. Wright, if you intend to tell the truth about this case, it's now or never.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well.
Reason?
That reason is right here.
Were you out of minutes? Oh, your cell phone?
That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation.
What's this?
A train.
Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court. Kristoff, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Oh,
Hey,
thank
thank you.
you.
Inconveniently timed Steel Samurai ringtone.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Mm. It's you, Kristoff.
Oh, yes. What's this? Game not going well?
Something like that.
The gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good?
He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard.
You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china pate? It wasn't you, was it?
Me, please. The cop should be here in a minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that.
Bone china plate?
Typo in the game.
Everybody point and laugh.
Haha, a kind of
Oh, no,
actually
it
no,
wasn't.
actually it's a bit. It's a bit actually. A kind
No.
of porcelain,
Oh,
very
never mind,
smooth and
never mind.
shiny. And not plate, but pate.
Is it pate or pate?
I
don't
bet
know.
it's pate because Apollo
Okay.
misheard it as plate.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Point and
This
unlaugh.
creature.
I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead.
The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead.
Bald! Bald!
Bald!
Bald!
Hey Payne, can we look at you for a minute? Oh.
No!
Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So, after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl. He left the Borscht Bowl Club.
Most certainly.
Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china pate?
Pate.
Pate.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light.
New.
Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong.
Well,
Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court? Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head?
So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on.
Your point, Mr. Gavin?
It's come down to this, has it? Phoenix Wright.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Payne,
Yes, Your Honor!
I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear Defense Attorney Gavin's testimony?
No! Well, as the prosecutor,
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination.
Oh, maybe this would have been a good time to have a break last time instead of, you know.
Yeah, damn it, how
But
could
how
we
do we
have known?
know?
Yeah.
Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well. This will be the final recess for the day.
$4.20.
It's April.
$4.20.
Stop it.
Are we continuing this bit?
Blaze it.
We've already
Yes.
made the joke. How many more times do we need to make the joke?
Every time it shows up,
The
it's
tutorial
17
trial
more.
is over.
yeah, until the tutorial trial is over, because then we can't do it again.
Okay.
232, hell yeah.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber.
Mother 3 release day.
Fire Emblem Day.
Who would have thought this day would have turned out like this?
May I?
No! Who?
Maybe it's me. It's not you.
Ah!
Okay.
Huh? What?
She.
Hello, sir. Please, pick a card.
Well, what's this all about? Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you.
Is it the fool?
The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card.
The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace? Where do I remember that card from?
Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces, and Mr. Wright's too. It is 5 aces in all.
Ah, she wasn't Russian.
It is true. I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I tell you. I swear to you.
Oh, the missing 5th ace! Wait, this blotch of red. Is this borscht?
Not Borscht.
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it.
This bloodstained card is my trump card for finding the truth? Should I take it to the lab or get it blood tested?
Taste it.
Don't taste it.
Don't do that. No, Apollo,
You-
Apollo.
Do
Apollo.
not lick the evidence.
Oh, I
Apollo,
had the hepatitis. Oh
Find,
no.
find out if it's Borscht or not.
That's either beet or blood. I fell asleep I fell deep into thought. The mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl, I'd seen her recently, but where? I also thought she was familiar. Oh, that's when I made the connection. Good, tell me. Oh,
Happy.
that's why I didn't
Happy.
recognize her. She was wearing pink in the picture. Listen, when I saw her, she was older.
That's true.
Sure.
I forget that time is thing, and then we saw
Oh,
Lenny
linear.
go from small to medium.
I forgot that time was linear, except it's not because we're playing this series out of order.
It is definitely
Did
not.
you know?
Definitely no.
Did you know that we
Daily
played
reminder.
Spirit of Justice first before going back to the beginning of the series and playing them in order?
It's April.
It's 2:45. Wait. Bald!
Ball.
Right, check the gallery. No ball. Okay.
Let's just
You're
stack
safe.
all of our jokes on top of
Bald.
each other, and maybe it'll be funny.
Mm,
I
Bald! Balder!
We're terrible.
Court will now reconvene. Defense Attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take the stand?
You know what? We should real quickly just check that card, maybe.
Yeah, have a look at that card. Anything going on with this card?
Look at that card.
A single drop of blood marks the front of the card. I tasted it.
What did it taste like, Apollo?
It's a red card, which I think makes sense because the blue cards are on the floor and the red cards are in their hands.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huh.
Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. The witness state his name and occupation.
Is this farce necessary, Your Honor?
Your face necessary?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom. I saw a man cross-examine a parrot once.
This man is in this courtroom.
Fine. I'll play along.
That man is standing right over there.
hi, that's me. Went well for me. Worked out.
It did. It's surprising. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about the secret beneath the victim's hat?
By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald.
It is so close to look like he's flipping off the roof or something with that hand.
Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it.
Objection!
Fine.
Why are you there?
I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin. Here's my song, I brought it with me.
Maya's in the gallery with the boombox.
Yay!
Yeah.
Maya!
You got him, Nick!
Yeah!
Right.
I miss her.
Yeah, I really miss Maya.
Me too.
What do you think you're doing, right? That was not on the approved track list for this trial.
Yeah, but I don't do things by the book, Gavin. Wow, things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. The victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time.
When he was bleeding. That one time being the instant he was hit.
Oh.
When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and then placed it on the victim's head again. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's balding head, you would have had to have been there in the hideout at the time of the crime.
In other words, I must be the real killer, is what you're trying to say.
I don't wanna.
Not bad, Apollo. Ah, ba, 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 ba.
Mr. Gavin?
I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
What?
Oh, I assure you, I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright. But I'm not your client. Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night.
Finally, you may begin your testimony. Tell us, how were you involved in the events of that fateful night?
I'm gonna be right back. Sappy, take Phoenix.
Got it.
The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. I went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideout. It must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. A bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from Wright.
So, you witnessed the murder?
For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are on Mr. Wright's defense team? Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous to your client.
What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand, after all.
So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window.
Mr. Wright?
You had to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo?
Oh.
Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant.
You're right, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
Mr. Justice, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial is getting weirder and weirder.
What a miss.
Not
It
much.
can get weirder.
I got a testimony.
Gavin said that he saw the scene of the crime immediately after the murder through the little window.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Nick was like, so you had to say that because that was the only probable opportunity for you to see that?
You had to say that. Anyways, foul.
All that. It's not me.
That man, you mean Mr. Smith?
Ark's reflex of being the one to say hold it every time.
Yeah.
It's always
Well, I
been
mean,
me.
It's
always
always been him.
He was different from the other customers. His aura, shall we say. I knew he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that.
Come on, Apollo, you can do it. Jay, could you read that line from Clueless?
Oh, wait, come on, Apollo, you can do it. You are putting my tutorial guide on the stand. Please, for the tutorial trial. Please put the guardrails back on the bowling lane.
So then, you knew the true nature of your client's job.
Of course. But I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal.
Well, it makes sense that he'd know. They were friends after all.
Not anymore.
Worried for my friend, I returned to the club. You see, I feared this Mr. Smith might be someone coming in to settle an old score.
I see. What happened then?
I went down to the basement. Yeah, you did.
The little window. You mean the one used to keep watch up on the stairs?
Yes, a relic of an ancient past. The Black Marketeers used it, I believe.
Why did you go through the trouble of peeking through the window? Wouldn't it have been easier just to open the door and then go in the room?
I didn't want to upset Wright, you see.
Upset Mr. Wright?
Yes. What if my fears had been unfounded? I'd be walking in on their match. Bad form, to say the least.
So far, everything he's saying makes sense. How did you know it was right after the murder?
Really, no need to shout, Justice.
You told me to put more gumption in there.
I was just getting to that part in my testimony.
Ah, there he is, the coolest defense in the West we know and love.
West,
Even
aren't we
when
in
you-
Japan?
In
Even when
West
you're
or somewhere.
standing up there on the witness stand, some things never change.
No, this is LA, the West Coast. I was afraid you'd changed too, right? But you haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours?
With friends like these, who needs enemies?
Twas did.
By photo, you mean the second photograph of the crime scene?
Precisely. You see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was dead.
And then Mr. Wright came along and replaced his hat. On his head.
Can you please describe the scene of the crime for us?
All this stuff.
Oh,
Oop.
yeah, I forgot.
You're gonna,
There.
you're gonna press me? Okay.
Those were the only 3 at the scene of the crime?
Yes, as far as I saw at least.
Then we're back to where we started. The killer was the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police?
2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. Even after what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime.
Justice. I just said I saw no one, not a soul.
But that goes against what Mr. Wright said.
Ah, yes, this mysterious 4th person, who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose.
And probably you.
Glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin and Apollo.
Let me pose a question, then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real killer have to swap the cards in the victim's hand? Hmm? Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary.
The trump card.
How can I show something I can't find myself?
Remember, Apollo, the card that was swapped out was the 5th ace.
The 5th ace, right.
Well, Mr. Justice, the question of why the killer would swap out a card has been raised. Can you point to a reason?
He didn't want to know that there was cheating afoot, and the card was in the bottle, and
What do you say, Jay?
it was red.
What do you say, Apollo?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I can't think of any evidence that would contradict this yet.
So
What
not
do you
yet.
mean? Can you point to a reason why they would swap out the card with the blood on it?
Oh, maybe it's the blood of somebody different?
You want to try that?
I mean, I
What
have
do we-
nothing. I have no leads on that, though. There's no, like, blood test or any kind of, like, oh, yeah, I can definitely say this is someone
Right.
else's blood.
Could be borscht.
Could be borscht.
borscht.
I didn't really taste that off.
Hmm.
I say present it. See what it does.
Sure, it's now or never, voices in my head.
Hey, Mr. Wright, does borscht taste like pennies? No, it does not.
Copper's the copper. The defense would like to present evidence to the court that I totally believe in. Evidence showing the reason why the card was swapped out.
Then go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take out the 5th ace? Take that! Please.
My reason is, this!
Is that an ace?
Yes!
Why? Why, it's got blood on it!
I shouldn't have licked it then.
Right next to the spade. You licked this?
What?
Why
What?
would you lick it?
I didn't have any tests around.
That's insane! Why was I told about this? Why would you lick it? Why told you about that?
Well, the magic girl handed it to me. I didn't know what else to do, so I licked it.
There are fairies now!
You're not supposed to eat anything the fairies give to you.
Everyone knows that!
I didn't have any iron with me.
Oh my god.
Could this be? Could this be the missing fifth ace?
Inconceivable. How could you?
Twitch.
Yep.
Yes,
I'm gonna lock onto that.
What are you doing with that card?
Oh, well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Griffin so upset?
It's just a fishy card from some fishy girl.
Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Borscht Bowl Club that night after the murder had occurred. I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade, after all.
No. Impossible. Unacceptable. The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud.
A fraud? How can you be so sure?
What?
I would think that the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene, the real killer.
I mean, the back doesn't exactly match the other cards, but
Allow me to elaborate. What if this trace of blood was the reason
The reason for...
for the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime?
Where are you going with this?
Take another look at the photo and the victim's head.
Well,
Bald! At the moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor, and a trickle of blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. Couldn't a drop of that blood have fallen on one of the cards?
I suppose.
The killer then took the card to hide the blood.
Regardless, that evidence is non-permissible,
Oh?
right? Regardless of how you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence.
Oh, we could discuss the finer points of our legal system later. What's important now is that I've answered your question.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene. And now, I've told you. That one drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see.
This is baseless conjecture. Baseless.
why?
Oh, I assure you, it's quite based. Excellent line.
What? Based on what?
It's amazing, really. How a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo,
Yes.
try picturing the scene of the crime
Okay.
in your head.
I see.
Here we go. You guys ready?
Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa! The
Guys,
Nintendo
I'm
DS.
scared.
Do you know
The
this game was
murder
made
took-
for the Nintendo DS?
Yes, the murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And before the killers swapped a card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood on it in the victim's hand. Given this, there is one decisive problem with this scene.
Well, what is it?
Let's keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on a card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses. Whose position doesn't fit with the bloody card?
Alright, I need to figure out each of the letters. Okay, V for victim, W for witness,
Which one is
K for
that?
killer, 2.
They
Two
did say
should logically
second
be
victim.
Gavin.
Yes.
Right.
There's a
K
drop
is
of
Phoenix,
blood.
supposedly.
Well, why? I mean, okay. Cards can float, but why would there be a card behind him?
That's a good
What do
question.
you mean?
Yeah, I think I'm having a hard time understanding what this is trying to say too.
Right.
It's like,
There's a drop of blood on a card that would be in the victim's hand. Why is that an issue?
Mhm.
maybe the blood got on the card when it was still in his hand, and it was swapped later.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
But
that's it.
how does that relate to the current question?
Or it would have been like spun around or something? I do not know.
I'm guessing me and
So-
Ark really know the answer, so we're avoiding to like say anything.
Yeah.
Right. Don't mislead us now. So the main like triggering clue that stands out to me is that the blood ran back over his head.
Uh-huh.
Why did it do that?
Because he leaned backwards after he
Or
got
his head
hit.
got knocked backwards with the bomb.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
whoops,
knocked
that was
back-
the wrong
Whoa!
button.
The card is all the way over there.
I was gonna
The
press the
voice
button.
is
voices hit a
room.
button in my head. The picture is apparently here.
I was gonna open the evidence so we could take a look at that. Not this.
No, it's there. I found it.
What exactly is supposed to be here outside of the
don't
crime
know.
scene?
What is supposed to be there?
Oh, my pointing hand must have slipped. That's funny, you know.
Whoops! I just gave you a penalty. Hand must have slipped.
No!
Please tell me this farce has a time limit.
It will soon if the defense cannot come up with something of substance.
That was a good line.
Was worth my misinputs.
So please wipe the cold sweat from your hands and show us again.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need a beach towel.
All right, fine. I'm going to grab it.
Okay,
All right,
let's
go,
keep
go.
it
Just keep
simple.
going. Get it in there.
Wait,
Get in there. Keep
Wait,
moving.
I'd like to read the parts again. Oh, okay.
Whose position in this diagram doesn't fit?
Yes,
Okay, given that there was a drop of blood on the card,
correct.
whose position
Where are the
doesn't
cards?
fit?
Where's
okay,
the
we
card
should know-
that supposedly got blood on?
So it's their suggestion was that the card would currently be behind the victim, and it would have dripped onto it.
Yeah, but how would it have gotten behind the victim?
That's the question. I mean, they do flutter a bit. They could knock
Yeah,
around.
so
The cards are in his hands. They
like they-
flip in the air.
So-
Could be explained.
So, supposedly the card that was supposed to be in the victim's hand that got swapped out would have had to
Correct.
have been behind the victim for it to get blood on it. So in
Yes.
that case, the victim's placement is strange here.
I
Right?
guess, yeah. That's
I
kind of
don't
what I'm
know.
feeling, but I'm not confident in that.
Yeah, I don't know. That feels like a weird answer to me. But it's all I got.
So you want to pick the
Do
victim?
it, do it. Try it. Try it,
Yeah.
try it, try it, try it, do it. Try it.
Oh,
try
it's the X button, not the A button.
Mm.
it. Hee hee.
Well, isn't it the victim's position that's the problem?
I don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice.
Well, look at the victim. Look, the victim was struck in the head, sending him back in his chair. You'd think that any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him.
Ah.
Take a look at the photo again. If he bled from this position, the blood would fall onto the floor, not the cards. I think we were saying it was
Why?
behind him. Okay.
Why, that's right. So, what does this mean?
Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs.
Swivel chairs? Oh, man.
Apollo, try turning the chair around.
You
Right.
can rotate by pointing it up.
Rotate. The chair was facing the other way?
It would have to be. So we have to assume that at the time of the murder, the victim's chair was facing away from the table.
That was auto-playing.
When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing?
When I came back to the room, the body was facing as seen in this photo.
That would mean the killer turned the chair back around.
Mm.
Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know now that the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder. But this creates another significant contradiction.
Again!
Let's test your reasoning skills again, shall we? Apollo, whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, or the second witnesses? Whose location creates a contradiction if the victim was facing away?
The killer, right?
Explain why.
That or Gavin did say that he saw the scene of the crime as it is shown in the pictures. Or I guess it was in the second picture with the hat off. I don't know.
Lunar, what's your reasoning?
Because the way the victim's placed here implies that the killer would have to be standing, like, in front of the victim and not behind him, like
Ooh, I
it's
think
shown
Luna's
here.
right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like the blow would have had to have come from where that cupboard is.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that was Gavin's hiding spot.
Do it, Sappy. Do it.
Come.
Press
Do
the
it.
button.
Ow!
Do it.
Oh.
I'm just having fun during that.
Mhm. We could tell.
The victim was struck from the front, correct?
Indeed.
Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front? Right from the front? Yeah. Sitting where his indicator currently is?
I would think it'd be quite hard, yes.
Yes, but what you're saying makes no sense. Why would the victim suddenly turn around to face the wall in the middle of a game?
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light.
What?
There's something in this diagram that makes far less sense, actually. Look again at the diagram. Do it. Apollo, if the victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here, where would his assailant be standing? Try marking it on the diagram.
But there's no room to put that marker where the killer should be, and maybe that's the problem.
Don't worry. Let's think it through and see what we find. We know that the victim was facing towards the wall at the time of the crime. That's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else.
Done.
Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from the front?
To the
I
side
mean,
with the
in
baseball
front of the
bat
victim,
swing.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
that's where it has to be, which, if you try to put it there, is a contradiction, which is what he wants. I think that's what he wants. Is this what you want? The killer had to be standing on the cabinet!
You get points for a flare, but that's about all you get.
Ah! I thought I was onto something there, too.
I hardly need to point out that standing there would be impossible. The victim is facing a solid cupboard.
Paying
Cupboard.
cupboards.
Cupboard.
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 Yes.
Cupboard.
We say cupboard.
Yeah,
That
I
thing just
refuse
gets
your English.
murdered.
That's fair.
Anyway, Payne, tell me, when have you ever seen a solid cupboard rather than a hollow one?
There's usually
The outside
shells
is solid.
inside.
There doesn't need to be. You can take those out.
99% of them do have them.
It could have been an
this
armoire.
specific one did not.
We opened and saw nothing when we investigated.
Hmm.
Or are you claiming
Exactly.
the killer
Nothing.
climbed?
Yeah, exactly.
No
You saw nothing.
shelves.
You saw no shelves.
Yeah, no shelves.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Shut up. And hit it from above.
It's simple logic, really. If this was the only place the killer could have been standing, then that means that at the very moment of the crime,
Wait! I know! At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there!
What's this now?
Or it
I
wasn't
don't
there.
know!
I mean, that's the only explanation, right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense.
Ooh, is there like a
We
secret
should've-
passage?
We should arrange to examine the cupboard in the hideout immediately.
Buffalo!
Ooh,
Hopefully.
Send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try and move the cupboard.
Your Honor,
What?
there's one more thing your men should look for. Please give this to the Buffalo.
I have murdered that word.
Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright.
I do my best. But let's forge ahead here while we wait.
Forgery.
Look at the diagram again. It's been changed. If the killer was standing here at the time of the crime, then this cupboard wasn't here, which means Apollo, try moving the cupboard. Do it. Move it in your brain.
Impressive.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
I guess with the stylus, you can actually like drag it.
Now give me back the DS. It's mine now.
No!
As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. At the time of the murder, it has to have been as shown here.
I didn't even get there.
Now everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my! What's this?
What is it now?
Look at the diagram of the crime scene again! Go, go. It appears we've found yet another contradiction.
And you're just gonna
What I
say it,
believe to
right?
be The final contradiction, in fact.
You're just gonna say what it is. You're gonna make me. Huh? Oh, dang!
You're my defense attorney. Notice something, Apollo?
Oh, just tell me. What do
You see something? What do you see, boy? Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion.
I guess.
Very excited.
Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator.
Okay.
Is it the victim, the killer, the witness, the second witness?
Oh.
Which indicator in this diagram is the
It's
contradiction?
It's this! Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
this!
not part of the diagram. That's not even in the
Way
room.
lower.
No,
Oh,
one
it's
of these four doesn't
there!
make sense. Who is it? No, shush.
It's
Called.
gotta be two, right? Because now he can't see nothing.
What?
There's blocking the
Yeah,
window.
great. Okay, cool. Nice.
Good job, Apollo.
About the cupboard. Are we
The board
all
of
okay with
cups.
assuming?
It was moved?
Don't even ask that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Sure. Way.
Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would have completely covered up the window to the stairs.
Are we
Not
now
joining you in this bit, Apollo.
assuming that it's tall enough to actually cover the window instead of just being beneath it?
We just saw a picture of it, and it looked like it would be tall enough. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen a picture of it, it made
Yeah.
sense.
Ah.
Ah,
Ah.
that's right. Someone standing outside wouldn't be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin, my boss, who I no.
What? What did you say?
Oh, is the coolest defense in the West losing his cool?
Don't
name is
expect me to play along with your little game, right?
It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was, while the window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court
Apollo, I don't think they know the word that we're speaking of here.
I don't think they do either. Also, I think it's
You two are-
irrelevant. This guy just keeps going.
You're saying two
irregardless.
words, I'm saying one. Exactly where did you witness the crime scene from?
Wait a minute.
Mr. Buffalisa speaks?
Excuse me, hold on.
Order! This is a court of law, and I will have order.
We just now received word from our investigative team at the Morse Club. They've examined the cupboard in the hideout, Your Honor.
Oh? And what did they find?
Cups. Well, Your Honor,
Fascinating.
it turns out there is a secret passage behind it.
What?
Secret tunnel!
I know, right?
Secret tunnel?
Yes, I believe I
Through
mentioned
the
something of the
Borscht
sort before.
Club.
Through the cupboard.
This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about.
Okay. Brief side tangent.
What do you
Yes.
got, Apollo?
Now that we are calling it cupboard,
Yeah.
No.
it
We're
dawns
not,
on me
but-
why it's called a cupboard. Is it because
Cups
it's a
in it.
board you put cups on?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I do remember him saying
Which
something
me-
about that. No,
Which,
yeah.
which goes on to, like, English is wrong.
Yeah, we know we're wrong, but we hate to admit it.
Which is why I refuse to allow you to tell yourself the
We
lie.
like murdering P. Leave us alone.
But saying cupboard is just so much easier than saying cupboard.
Cupboard. It's
Put it in the
it's
cupboard.
so clunky.
No.
Yeah.
English is clunky.
English
do-
tries
yeah,
to
and
make
whose fault
clunk
is
less
that?
clunky.
Yeah, by adding clunk.
Anyways.
I do remember him saying something about that.
Anyways.
Now that he mentions it. Yeah, I do.
A secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in illegal goings-on. Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law.
So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go?
The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops and enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer. You see where our line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo?
I see it, but I don't believe it. That girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked and the victim's hat was only off his head for a few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place that anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin, come on, say something.
No.
Dare I ask what really happened that night?
Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith. A date with destiny. There, he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard.
And
Holding
to
his
justice?
Stab, stab. Holding his breath, waiting for the right moment. Then the chance came, and he took it. Awooga shaka.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, why did you do that? Wait here, I'll get help.
Miss Olga O'Reilly was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops. leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. When our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout.
The victim must have heard the cupboard sliding aside.
I was speaking in bad.
History.
I'm smashing it.
Now, he wheeled his chair around to look and...
After the deed was done, the criminal must have seen the blood on the card. He would have, of course, realized he needed to destroy the evidence. That single spot of blood was the whole story of the crime.
You know, most cards have like a lacquer on them, so if you just wiped off the blood, it probably wouldn't be noticeable. Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer for the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor. And the fact that they were all red on the back. Or blue on the back, no.
Well, it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly, truly sorry I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Believe me when I say I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for your arrest immediately.
Oh.
Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself.
Okay.
One-winged angels plays softly in the distance. It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand.
Your point, Mr.
Dirty,
Gavin.
filthy little tactics. Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked that a person of your caliber would be taken in by such low-grade parlor tricks.
Excuse me?
The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. This is hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he has done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. And not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
I didn't hire you.
Illegal evidence?
Objection! Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing?
Of course. This bottle, for instance.
The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking.
How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? And not just any fingerprints. Am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
I do seem to recall this being an issue earlier.
The court and this case demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why one would hold a bottle upside down. And that is to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor? That's just how I drink it.
See how the caught fish squirms to the last. Well, Apollo,
Yes?
your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. But I'm sure that you can come up with a suitable explanation, just like that.
Yeah. He's like, what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down? Other than to...
Don't let him trick you into thinking that his explanation is the only legitimate one.
Is there really another?
Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight.
How about you just say the answer in plain words?
It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions indeed. Well, Mr. Justice,
Mr. Gavin said that the court and this case demand an explanation. Don't worry, Justice won't leave until justice is done.
perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court? What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle are upside down?
Stop, take Phoenix.
All right.
Look at all the photos again.
Photo number 1. Okay, A is looking at details.
Nothing here. I mean, maybe
Well.
if he was picking up a bottle from that crate, maybe.
Yeah, because he has to grab it like he would hold it like you. Well, I mean, also people would
Does it
hold
have
the other way
something to do
too.
with the card?
The card?
The card that he shoved in there. But that one was empty, so that wasn't that one.
I mean, it's really 50-50 on how I would grab a bottle out of the crate. I either would hammer pick it up or I would do the sword draw. Doesn't really... Can't think of any way that he'd be forced to hold it that way. There's the bottle facing him. He'd have to grab it like a weapon from there.
Maybe.
Alright. Show me every instance the bottle is shown in these pictures.
Hmm.
Okay,
That's not a
that's the
picture.
bottle. Sure.
Yeah, I believe those pictures. Like, is this
So
one?
there's the bottle on the side. Now that would be the bottle, right? That one?
Well,
I don't
that
know.
one doesn't have a lid,
Hmm.
so maybe it's not.
Not that bottle.
There's
So there's
these
one
bottles,
next to him there. Yep.
and there's that bottle again.
That bottle on there. Bottles all
The
over the
lid.
place. Still wonder about that bottle in the background though. It's just so there. Like, no, yeah, I'm here too, guys. I might even be wine. And the story is that he took the card that he found in his pocket and he put it in the bottle. Would he hold the bottle upside down at that point to fit the card in? Again, it'd be 50-50 if I would hold it either way.
I'm not
Have you
sure
even
about
seen
this one.
the bottle with the card in it?
No, we've never seen it.
No.
Well, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
So, why would he hold the bottle upside down? Because he's colorblind!
Wow! It all came back.
Yeah.
I don't know how to give hints.
There's only one
I have
hint I
no
could
idea.
give, but that would railroad it a little bit.
Would telling us what piece of evidence it is give it away?
In
Yes.
that, well, I mean that's the whole answer, isn't it?
The evidence is the answer
Yeah,
right
you
now,
know what?
so-
That's
Can I look
fair.
at it?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can I look at the photos again, really quick? Okay, so that one, there's no bottle on the table.
Well, this is in a different room than
Yeah.
where the murder happened anyway.
We couldn't even say which one
Oh,
in this
right.
picture would be the bottle that he hit him with it.
Can I see? Yeah, just the chips photo and the. Okay, so there's a bottle on the table here.
And this is the same bottle.
It's the same bottle.
But the bottle that's the murder weapon has a cork in it. Is that significant at all? Maybe it's just a lid.
Yeah, I guess we are only assuming that this is the murder weapon, aren't we?
Right.
I
We
have-
don't really know which bottle is the bottle.
I have a slight hint I could give.
What's that?
The bottle in that black and white photo is not relevant.
Okay.
Can I see it one more time?
Which one? This one or the other one?
That one.
The black and
Also,
white.
same bottle. Same bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
the same bottle from the black and white photo, so that's not relevant at all. Okay.
I think I'm seeing that
So-
right. Looks like it's like a twist tie or twist top, if it matters later.
The
yeah,
only
yeah.
the only other spot or the only other photo with bottles in them is here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So.
Is that your
Maybe it's just-
answer?
Easy way for him to pick them up to drink them.
Is this picture
I-
your answer?
I guess.
Uh,
Submit.
Hit it, Tappy. Hit it. Do it.
It's actually
Okay.
easier to show than explain to her because I definitely know what it
You
is.
guys kind of went on a
Music
wild goose
stopped.
chase there.
I wasn't really a clear question again.
They did mention it a bit earlier.
Oh.
That's why I was
Mystery
trying to go
relax.
through with history.
oh, really? It's just
Oh.
this.
Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair.
Excuse me? On the floor?
Yes, now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. See, you naturally go and pick it up by the bottle by its neck. Uh-huh.
So I was right with my first thought.
Yes,
Right,
and then
yeah.
Wander brought up the card and you guys all got fixated on the card.
Yeah,
Okay.
You
sorry.
finished it up. Well, for me, I wouldn't grab
The,
it that
well,
way.
the thing is, I think they're trying to say this is a reasonable explanation, not a...
Yeah, okay.
Like if it's like down by your side, that would be
Yeah,
a
this-
comfortable way to pick it up.
Yeah, this does make sense.
Yeah, like, if I were to, like, take it the other way, I would have to bend my arm in a really hard way. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, it would be
hurts.
more uncomfortable to pick it up, quote unquote, right side up.
What I...
Yeah, especially if you're sitting up a little.
The other way I do it is, like, I just, like, have my palm on the top of the lid and just grab it, and that wouldn't be a way to hurt someone, but... Again, 50-50.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jay! I am so
Jay!
sorry, but...
Jay, you grip the steering wheel by the center column. Your opinion is invalid.
I'm just saying that's why I didn't think of it.
I'm sorry,
And yes,
Jay,
I still
what?
do that. Huh?
We're not getting into that right now.
For later.
We're not. We don't have time to unpack all that.
Just to know that time is Jay's master.
Read
It's
the
the
line.
line, Jay.
Oh, yeah. Look at this photograph taken from the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano. Oh, he did that. Bottles of grape juice on the floor, to the side of his piano bench. He would have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times.
Wow, I can't believe it was that simple.
Wow.
Recall our dinner that evening, Kristoff. I was drinking my usual juice then, too. It really is grape juice, you know, not wine.
Basically, you use the bottle on the table to do the deed, but then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up the other one of the bottles from under the piano. And you switched the bottles. You took the one of Mr. Wright's bottles and made it look like the murder weapon.
Order, order, order. What do you have to say again, or say to these charges, Mr. Gavin?
Fascinating. So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection.
That
You claim that I switched the bottle? Where is your proof?
Proof? Well, that's,
As I thought. More baseless conjecture. Oh, you. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
What proof is it? 12%? 15%?
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
More cringe conjecture.
Your Honor,
No
When-
cap.
when you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier, do you recall that I requested an additional investigation?
Oh, yes, I have your memo about that here.
Remember.
Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Bowl Club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
What are you going to dust that for fingerprints too? I'd be surprised if any were on that but his.
Well, Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't. That was a mistake, true. That bottle won't bear a trace of anything.
Say, Apollo,
Yes?
why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle?
But why?
Just humor me.
Just tell me.
No. That bottle will solve this case once and for all.
What? That's some bottle. It must be some
Oh,
high
I already
proof.
see it.
Grape
Grape
juice.
juice.
Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently, it's Mr. Red's favorite drink. I wonder how it goes well with borscht.
Hmm.
Oh,
We can't open the lid. Anything else?
Why?
Come on.
I don't know.
What else?
Come on. Come on.
There's nothing in there.
Oh, there's something inside the bottle.
Oh, now we can open the bottle.
Interesting. What is this card?
That card. It can't be.
Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment. Got him.
Miss Olga, really?
Yes, our little swindling Devochka. Oh, wow. What's that?
The vodka.
Devochka.
I don't know.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the first hand just like he was supposed to. And then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed.
Wait, this isn't. You're telling me that this is the card the card that you disposed of? The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony?
Flashback.
What?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed? Where?
There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jay.
Oh,
Whoa.
Jay, you're staticky.
Your voice mod, potentially.
The 5 of hearts. This is the card. The bottles were swapped. And the only one who could have done that was the 4th person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin.
Oh, he's sad now.
Lobster! Make
The lobster!
Morlocks float off the ground!
Damn it, we'll see that!
Lobster be upon ye.
Is this man magic?
Scary.
Mr. Wright, was that one of those tells that I should be paying attention for?
Yet, I think he didn't like what we said. That is
Oh
all.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, Gavin casts Summon Lobster. It's a 10-minute cutscene. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright?
Revenge?
Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All
Is
I
it
did
really
was
that
point.
straight?
All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction.
He didn't say he was straight.
Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right?
This is insane! What about me? Don't I get to prosecute anyone?
No, you
No.
don't.
Stay out
No,
of
no, no,
this.
absolutely not. No.
Bye, Pain.
Bye.
Just once!
Never.
Ah!
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin?
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now.
I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim. Did he?
None that we know of.
Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter.
About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith. His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession to be sure, and that's all we know about him.
I'll arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright,
Yes.
7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch.
Christoph Gavin was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer.
He was extremely talented, to be sure.
I needed two things before I could confront him. The first was a place where no injustice would be tolerated, this courtroom. The second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, a defense attorney. You, Apollo.
Oh, me.
This is a dark time for our legal system. A twisting of justice brought on by our very own initial trial system. We have to set it right.
Mr. Wright? Did we set it right with a W or right with an R?
Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, am looking forward to it.
Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Confetti!
Nice. Is Gumshoe doing that still? I hope so.
Yeah, of course. Court is adjourned.
Miss Gumshoe too.
Balls!
Oh, not what I expected. Thanks, Apollo. You came through just like I thought you would.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. You just made me point at a picture. It was you who cornered Mr. Gavin the killer. Or Gav.
I couldn't have done it by myself. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability.
The lobster? Uh-oh. Ability?
No, the perceiving thing that you did with your eye.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sensitivity that I lack. You'll come to understand it soon enough.
Wait, I wonder if he means... I have one question for the witness then. You saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true.
What's the weird vibe? What was the vibe check, Mr. Wright?
Damn, I was
What are
just
you
about to
talking
make a
about?
joke.
You'll have to find the answer to that question yourself.
The answer. Right. Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them by Mr. Gavin.
What possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come.
Wait, you don't know, do you?
Oh, this locket is the key.
One around your neck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture was in your locket, I think, unless she has a blue twin. Because that's pink.
Yeah, that's red to me.
It's light red, which is pink.
Oh.
Your daughter, right?
That's right. She's my daughter. You know,
Who's the
you
mother?
were right about this locket. Don't ask questions. Don't. I took this off his neck the night he died. But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. So the truth is, this locket really did belong to him.
Wait, but that is perjury! You testified! You said the locket was you. You're not gonna tell me.
I said no such thing, actually.
Huh?
I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside. A subtle distinction, but a distinction nonetheless.
I'm gonna go to jail.
And it's the truth. I don't know, we said the
He
truth.
is
It's
so
good.
good at this.
Wait, but why? Why was the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it?
Creep.
Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time. You're still just getting started with your career.
Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices after all. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs.
Apollo.
Yeah.
How about coming to work for me?
You mean at the Wright and Co. Law Offices? You don't want me to clean your toilet, do you?
You might have to do that, yeah.
Oh no. I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it from 7 years ago.
I can't imagine that to be true, but
Wait, but didn't you? You're not a.
Charlie!
I turned in my badge, yes.
Charlie!
I am not an attorney anymore.
Charlie?
Who's been
the
wanting
plant.
Charlie?
It's still me. I still kept Charlie.
Oh, good.
That incident 7 years ago.
The
That
DL6
legendary
incident.
trial.
Wait, no.
Against Edgeworth. Now, in the middle of it all was one man, Phoenix Wright. The case reached its sad conclusion, and he left law for good, or for gambling. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts?
I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence.
Forged evidence? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick.
One piece of evidence did strike me as odd, that's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect that some little girl would show up with a car and go, oh, this
It was our badge! In the
Oh,
badge
howdy!
number.
This is fake. This is fake.
Absolutely.
It's fake.
Fake.
So
I
should have
do
just
like when the series addresses how famous Nick is.
Yeah. Should have just, you know.
Yeah.
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 You don't gotta ask, just hit it.
You mean this, don't you? This was the ace up my sleeve for the case, you know. It's pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good, yeah. All right,
I
nice
was
job.
dealing with the hand I was dealt.
Ooh, wow, you're really coming into the bag of this
Ooh,
role
yeah,
now.
okay.
This is
Yeah.
good.
I was a real ace attorney, if you will.
Oh, damn, son, keep going.
I got this from your blue daughter, Mr. Wright.
I only have one daughter, just to be clear.
She was
Yes.
born blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
People
Yes,
don't just
and
change
people can
outfits
change
around here.
clothes.
What if I told you, Apollo, that at one point she was wearing pink?
At
And
one
then
point,
she's
he
wearing
was
a
wearing
hat, so
blue.
I don't know
That's
what's
true.
real anymore.
Yes, that card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left, leaving the wrong card in its place, luckily for us.
The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud.
A fraud? How can you be so sure? I would think the only person who could claim it was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime scene, the real killer. My verdict was already handed down 7 years ago.
Then you really?
Yes, I forged this card. One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real.
But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney. Oh.
He's
I get
clearly
it.
not.
Oh, did you catch on? Who's calling themselves an attorney, Apollo?
I guess I'm calling you one.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago.
None of that matters much now, does it?
I would love to say it out loud what it is, but yeah, you. I punched him.
Wow.
I've been punched by Hulk. This doesn't face
He
me.
didn't feel a thing.
It's your story from here on out, Apollo. Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. In my office's address. Drop in if you like. Work for me. Work for me.
Mr. Wright.
Oh, about your uppercut. Try yelling, "Take that!" next time. I find it packs a little more punch.
Do I need to find
I
like
was just
7
about
clues
to-
first?
I was just about to wonder aloud if Nick is still jacked under those sweats. I guess we have our answer.
Was he jacked?
A little bit.
Oh.
Mildly.
He was pretty strong. I remember him being like weirdly strong in the first trilogy.
You know, I fought Albert Wesker in the Hulk one time. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And Apollo,
Yeah.
thanks for today. I had a good time.
This man has defended Spider-Man in a court of law.
This man has defended the Yakuza in the court of law.
This is true.
This man was portrayed by the Yakuza. I think that's who that was.
That too. He defended Majima from Yakuza.
Yeah.
And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. I feel like I really participated. A lot of mysteries went unsolved. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. Pink versus blue. I would find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law, and this is how my story begins.
Yeah.
Yay!
Unemployed.
Yay.
We lost our job.
Unemployed!
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Dude,
Nice.
save.
We did it.
I'm running out of saves.
Oh,
That's
no.
okay. You'll figure
Next
it out.
episode.
Yeah.
Turnabout corner.
As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns.
Not the way.
Oh, spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops,
Treaty!
you die. Yeah, that looked great. That looked so good.
Did you know
It's
this was
June.
originally released for?
It's
June.
Was that Travis touchdown?
June.
2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. He's back out now.
Oh,
My first trial, and I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it, I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here. I'm honest.
ah, Charlie.
Looks familiar.
Charlie!
That's Charlie.
Charlie.
Oh my God. Charlie.
Missed you!
Oh, here, being at the legendary Mr. Wright & Co. law offices, which looks way different now.
Yeah.
I like the little guillotine.
Yeah, right? Okay, Justice, time to stop trembling.
Lunar.
Ah, you must be here for the interview. Right this way.
Look at the sketty.
Huh?
Just kidding.
Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome.
The frozen
Catch it.
spaghetti fills you with determination.
It does. It does.
What's with the girl?
Well, now, shall we begin?
What does that mean?
Begin what?
Right, first things first. Any special talents?
I can see twitches.
Talents?
Yes, well, you must have at least one.
Well, I guess defending.
Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course.
You think so?
Let's give it a go, shall we?
What am I defending? Are we playing football?
Go ahead, show me! Defend! Just give it all you got. Don't hold back now.
What are you talking to me about? I can't just defend here.
First lesson, a professional can perform anywhere.
It's true.
Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us.
Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all.
What? What exactly do you think you came here to do?
Eat spaghetti. What? Defend. No?
Excuse me, but do you know where you are?
Huh? The Wright & Co. law offices.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first.
Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge.
Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes.
Mistakes. But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning.
Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again.
All right. What's in the read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Right Talent Agency?
Welcome to the Right Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place.
Very catchy.
I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician.
I love her.
It all came flooding back. The trial, the girl, Pink.
What color were you again? I can't remember. My memory
In
is
my mind, it's
sepia-tone.
pink. You can't
Oh.
tell me wrong. I remember
That's
in
part
black
of my
and white.
magic. I've removed
I'm-
your memories.
I'm the one who's colorblind, apparently.
Hello,
Shoot
sir.
purple.
Please, pick a card.
Daughter.
Well, now I can. Now it's more obvious because they removed the color.
That's right. She's my daughter.
Trucy Wright.
Here, check out our flyer.
Who's your mother?
You'll never know. So, what's your name?
Apollo. Apollo Justice, attorney at law.
Well,
Hi, Tracy.
6-7.
hi. It's a beautiful badge. Take a look at it!
Oh, I've seen one of those before. That's an attorney's badge. It looks just like the one Daddy used to have. Now, if I take this badge and I do this and this, see? It's gone!
Hey, my badge! What did you do with my badge?
No need to worry. Just look in your pocket.
That's it. No, wait, my pocket. Wait a second, there's actually something there.
What?
It's a flyer for your agency!
And here's your badge. You can have it back now.
This is the last time I let her touch anything of mine, period.
Huh.
You're wrong.
Pull up the court record. Hi.
Profile.
Oh, hey, I'm still 33.
Hi.
15.
Apparently, the daughter of Phoenix Wright.
Apparently.
How does this work?
Magic. Charlie!
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 Charlie.
Ah! Don't touch Mr. Charlie!
Mr. Charlie?
He's been in this office much longer than I have.
Yeah, Charlie is senior partner.
Daddy's mentor had a great fondness of Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney.
Huh. Mr. Charlie. Right.
Now I take care of him.
Nice. You're right back.
God, I've been in this office longer than anybody.
That table doesn't look very sturdy.
You've never seen one of these? It's a magic table.
So, like, you make this teapot disappear?
So you might think, but that's not it. Before your very eyes, the contents of the pot change. From Earl Grey to Darjeeling.
Darjeeling, delicious.
It's kind of hard to see the difference, I think, and I wouldn't know the flavors either.
Earl Grey and Darjeeling are both black teas.
Yeah,
so
they would look very similar.
Oh, that's one of those hula hoop things everyone was so crazy about back then.
Really? I had no idea these were that popular.
I'm not so bad about myself, actually. 3.
Show me.
Okay, here we go.
Do it.
Pa, low. I'm done.
Wow.
I'm still learning. So, you can really make someone levitate with it? Show me!
I have no idea how. It's just a normal hula hoop, isn't it?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Well, that fork is floating. Why do you have a plate of plastic spaghetti here?
That right there is the whole reason I became a magician.
Do tell.
I saw a plate just like that in a restaurant once. The floating fork looked so real. That's when I knew. Someday, I'd make magic more amazing than that spaghetti.
It is pretty impressive.
Spaghetti about it.
I want some spaghetti now.
Hmm.
There are all sorts of strange paraphernalia sitting on top of the piano.
Those are my magic props. Practice, practice, practice.
Stop knocking them around.
A professional never leaves their weapons far from Wait, what? I just realized what I was reading. A
She's a
professional
man.
never leaves their weapons far from reach.
But you can't play the piano with all this junk on it.
Oh, no one here plays it anyway, and the neighbors complain.
I guess Mr. Wright really can't play.
Literally memorized one song.
Old sepia tinted photo, a man in a silk top hat.
That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday.
Sure, nice. I guess it's good to have a role model. If he's gotta be well over 100.
How rude.
Oh, a strange split box. Oh, leers at me from the wall. Is this one of those boxes for cutting people in half?
That's right. This cabinet is used for an illusion called the zigzag.
Oh, I've seen one on TV, but why is it just sitting here in your office?
Oh, it's a little big for me, you see. So I'm using it as furniture. Hats in the top, shirts in the middle, and pants down below. I think it's a nice touch, don't you?
That's not really what I'd call welcoming decor.
Oh,
All these legal books must be Mr. Wright's leftovers. There's a lot of unrelated books in here, too. One Trick a Day, Magic for Idiots. You'd think a pro magician would aim a little higher.
I think that's everything. Oh!
What the hell?
Oh, blue silk hat, just like the one Trucy is wearing.
Oh, that's just for show. Don't wear it, please.
Last thought on my mind, honest.
I put it there so clients can see it and know who I am. Nothing says magician like a silk top hat.
What is on my mind, though, is there a rabbit in there?
Who knows?
Wouldn't you like to know?
But yeah, I'm just thankful that this game has a check mark on it when you've seen everything, because
Yeah.
I appreciate that, yeah.
I know this game also is one of those, like, go back and reinvestigate, and you have no way to tell because the hand isn't there.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk.
Kate, silk hat,
Silk
white
hat,
roses.
white roses.
So, is this really a talent agency?
You bet.
ASAP?
No.
Agent!
You'll summon her. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now.
2 people. Does that include you?
Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows. Paid, too. I am a professional, you know.
Right.
Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extra extraordinaire.
I don't know. Oh, hold on, reread that line.
Pianist extra extraordinaire.
Why you do this? Why you do this?
Extraordinaire.
Extra.
What's
Sure.
wrong with what I'm saying?
It's ordinary.
Oh,
Yeah?
oh,
What?
There's no extraordinary.
damn.
It's extraordinary.
Listen,
I get
I'm tired. I'm
it.
sleepy. My brain auto-corrected. You can't blame me.
I will not.
your dad, in other words.
Cupboard.
That's English's fault.
Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano?
Our agency doesn't see that as a problem.
It should.
Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic.
At least you're optimistic. I'll give you that. Mm-hmm.
Trucy!
Yo.
So you're his your Phoenix Wright's daughter?
That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of like a sugar daddy. Get it?
No.
No notes. 0 notes.
I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree?
15? How old is Mr. Wright?
Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year.
I'm sure there's a good explanation.
The
I
math
hope.
barely maths.
Phoenix Wright!
Him.
You'll never know.
Hee.
I'm her mother.
Wow.
About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was all because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it?
You know about that?
It was probably on TV. Oh, not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal.
So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance.
Daddy, right. That reminds me about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in.
Daddy's not here right now.
Oh, no.
He's in the hospital.
Hospital?
Yeah. He's on strict bed rest until he gets better.
What? Okay. Which hospital is Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit.
Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close.
Right. Well, I'll be going now, and I'll give this showbiz gig some thought. Okay? Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Why were you already there?
It's June. I'm watching all of the Steel Samurai.
Important.
Yup.
All of it.
Yes.
You guys want to guess who lent this to me?
It was Edgeworth.
Oh, actually, that's possible.
Yeah.
So this is Mr. Wright's hospital.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Can you believe you still exist?
No.
Hey, Jay.
Does this mean he's an actual doctor?
Hey, Jay.
No, I think he's just been
Oh,
here a really
man.
long time.
There was a lot of things I was mentally prepared for, but bringing this out of my soul was not one of them.
This means there are returning characters. Everyone be
Yay.
afraid.
Oh God! I
Look
am
forward to it.
afraid. I have fear.
How do I even get in the headspace for this thing?
You gotta get.
Tiny little ladies. Okay. Yes. Visitors.
Too
are
far,
here.
too far.
He said
Uh,
it.
yeah, and you're the doctor? Yep. Dr. Hickfield's the name.
Good morning, Doctor.
Oh, hiya there, Trucy. Cute as ever.
I hate you.
I
Yeah.
doubt the feeling is not mutual.
Is this Daddy's room?
Oh, yeah. Except he's gone for the morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Miss Trucy? Got any places you'd like examined?
I don't like you.
Doctor. The nurse was looking for you.
Oh, why isn't it Daddy, the cutest little old thing in town? Guess I'll be off then. Later, Trucy.
And then he
Bye,
died.
Doctor.
Wow, what an odd bird that guy was.
Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo.
Mr. Wright, we're gonna let that go.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's open. What's that? Looks strangely familiar.
How do you not recognize an attorney's badge?
It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things.
I guess 7 years are some years are longer than others.
Anyways, let's talk.
What
Wait,
happened?
first.
What are you watching, buddy?
You know what I'm watching.
Oh yeah. The tiny piano with the grape juice.
What's on that TV? Looks like some kind of action hero show.
Oh, I know that one. That's the sniffing samurai, or sniffling samurai, rather. His booger flick attack is a big hit with the grade school crowd.
Lord.
So they sold it to Nickelodeon, did they? I had no idea you like this kind of stuff, Mr. Wright.
Well, what else is there to do when you're stuck in bed? Besides, the episodes will just keep piling up if I don't keep up, you know?
Ah, yes, this is your One Piece, huh?
Yeah, that's absolutely the case, yeah.
Try not buying them.
I cannot. I've been doing it since I was 14. Now's the only time I get to watch and write up my reports.
Your reports?
It's a long story, like a lot of things, actually.
Grape
He
juice.
keeps a blog. Ah! Daddy, you snuck in some grape juice again? The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here.
Trucy, look at the label. Come on.
It's non-grapeaholic.
Oh. Deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess.
I switched the labels. Don't tell Trucy, okay?
Okay.
What can I say? The man loves his grape juice.
Gotta have my grape juice.
This looks like a child's toy piano.
Gotta practice. Wouldn't want my fingers to get stiff. A pro always keeps his weapon close at hand. Shall I play you a tune?
No thanks.
Ah, how unfortunate. I so rarely get a chance to play.
Hey, let's talk.
Okay.
So, what happened?
Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run.
Oh, right, the
Oh.
scene that we saw, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I forgot about it. Because Hottie showed up.
Yeah.
A hit and you were hit by a car? Did you ask if they
Oh,
were
he-
okay?
Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet through the air. Only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole.
You hit a telephone pole with your head. Are you okay?
Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle.
How are
I'm
you
mad.
alive after that?
I am
Right?
magic.
He is as lucky as they say. It must be the hat.
About
It's partially
Trucy.
the hat.
Wait, your only injury was a sprained ankle?
Mhm.
Did your mother dunk you in a river when you were a baby?
Hee hee. You don't get to know about my mother either.
It's something that it doesn't sit right. You just can't believe that you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's not wearing pink. Not fat, but you know what I mean.
Oh, Tracy's still a child.
Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore.
But you'll always be daddy's little baby girl to me, Trucy.
Ah ha ha, my foot. I'm not buying it.
Oh, something you should know about Trucy. She's a magician, right? Oh, sorry. Go back.
Ha 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 ha, that was my line.
You're right.
Oh, she's a magician, right? She told me.
Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius.
Aw, Daddy.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent.
You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them.
Never.
No.
That's
Where's the fun in that?
What did
That's
you
the
think it was gonna be like to
series.
work for me?
It's fine. So, why did you contact me? What could the right talent agency possibly want with me?
You don't need to get prickly now.
I am. Hey, I didn't ask to get dragged in like this to a hospital.
Huh? But didn't you come into the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help! I'm in trouble here at the office big! I thought someone was dying.
I'm kind of dying, very slowly. So you don't think that this is big trouble?
So am I.
It's
My
the grape
talent
juice, you see.
My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is at the hospital.
That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent? And the groceries?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the other 2 must fall.
Hey, this is I guess suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid.
In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school again.
No, I can't. I'd only just made friends.
Oh my god.
How could you do this to me? To us! Polly!
I'm not a bird. Then now it's my fault.
On that note, how about you come work for us?
Hey, they're really playing this up.
We've been doing this for years. I've got the perfect client for you already lined up.
A client. You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in court with these crazy loons? All right. I'll hear what you have to say.
I resent that.
Mhm.
You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker.
This scam is a well-oiled machine for them.
Now it's time to reel him in. Come here, buddy. Come on.
It's official. I'm scared.
We got him, Trucy.
All right, so who's the client?
Yes. Here, take a look at the map and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock.
We're defending a car.
I was going to that Indicine pasta
Indicine?
joint?
Sure.
Alden
Oh,
Tides.
Indochine?
Indochine? Okay.
Mm.
Did they not want to say ramen?
Oh,
Indonesia
no, no.
Chinese?
No, I just realized. Read the name.
Al dente's. Got it. Got it. I play piano there, of course. And that's when it happened. I got hit by a car, dude. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole,
With
and
Nick.
zoomed away. Creepy, huh?
Yeah, just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell the story like it's no big deal.
The car sped off in this direction.
How do you know?
So, good luck.
He saw midair.
Huh?
Yeah, I was flying and I caught a glimpse. You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole.
Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective.
What's the difference?
What are you talking about?
In this series, there is no difference.
I got some news
Right?
for you, buddy. Don't worry, once you've found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court.
I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home.
Hey, don't get so worked up. It's just a joke.
Oh, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know. Even the ones that aren't very funny.
Your real client should be stopping by the office anytime now.
The office. You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do.
And one more thing. Do look into my accident too, would you? I know it's a joke, but it's not a joke. I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map.
Tragedy?
It's not a joke, sorry.
Next to People Park.
It's right in front of this park. Should be easy to find.
So he's gonna make me investigate this after all as a side hustle?
Yes.
Oh no.
Anyways, let's move.
Thank you.
Bye, Phoenix.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Dude,
It's Jim.
Charlie.
It's Jim. Charlie!
Charlie.
I never know what bit to expect anymore.
Was this
Oh my god.
you?
I think this is gonna be me, yeah. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
boy.
hey! How long you been planning on keeping me waiting, eh?
Ah, good morning.
Oh,
That's
that's
not
me.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
Hey there, Trucy doll. Sounds like your pops had a bit of a rough spot, eh?
All's well that ends well, I guess.
This is Al.
This is our client. His hair is ramen.
Hey, so that's this is that Paula fella, eh?
Min?
Oh, yes? The name's Apollo.
Min-Min's fault.
Look at him there, arms all crossed like, ready to fight.
Yes, sir. You don't mean literally, do you?
The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Paulo.
Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it.
Defense.
Uh-huh.
Your noodle half cooked? It's too late for defense. My
Defense for
castle been
murder?
stormed. My keeps have been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen.
Noodle?
You know Mr. Aldoon from the noodle stand, don't you, Polly?
No nicknames, please. And
Haha.
no, of course I don't know him.
You're getting so many
Too
nicknames.
late.
So many.
You knew in his parts.
Not really.
Now you know the best noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodles.
Wait a second. Aldoon is noodle backwards.
You don't know that.
Oh,
Oh fuck. I thought it was supposed to be like the Eldoon noodles.
Eldoon ring.
Yes. Whose noodles?
Ma Noodles. Help me out here, Trucy doll.
this is Mr. Guy Aldoon, our client.
Noodle yug.
Maybe you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Aldoon?
What?
Oh,
All right.
And for you, Trucy doll.
it's got a little harmonica.
Yeah, nice.
I love that.
Yeehaw, attaboy, way to flash 'em. Old Phoenix used to do that to my pops all the time.
Your father?
Yep, he'd whip that bad boy out and say, put it on my tab. You know I'm good for it.
A tab at a noodle joint? So, you run a noodle stand, Mr.
Eldoon! Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half.
Blech. Oh, that's not that long, really.
My family's been noodlemen for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders.
Are you related to that guy from the boat shop?
Potentially.
I was
Fifth.
thinking that.
The wet noodle.
15 fathers passing the noodle to 15 sons.
That's a pretty old noodle.
Caboodled a bit to boot.
Aye, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. I rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood. But that didn't turn out so well.
Well, you went for tofu, didn't you?
Oh.
There was no denying it. Salty broth runs through this Wayne's, boy.
Do your Waynes?
Wayne's.
Wayne.
Salty broth.
The voices do not do me any favors.
So it was like destiny that you became what you are.
Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate.
Not a mental image I care to linger on.
So last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Aldoon's noodles.
So, tell me more about Eldoon's noodles.
You didn't hear shit logical. You don't know about the genius that are my noodles?
Everybody heard it. It's on the vibe.
I make them so salty. Why? They're saltier than salt.
Ooh.
Now I really don't want to find out.
Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
He frequented my pop stand back in his attorney days too. Yep, him and his assistant.
I'm sorry. I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon.
Wish you could, Sonny.
Eh?
Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl about now.
What do you mean?
It was stolen! My stand! Gone! My JoJo reference!
Stolen?
It was last night. I was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle.
That's a harmonica.
It's like an ice cream truck's bell, but louder. He even gets complaints.
Now you're just trying to butter me up.
Like a noodle?
Yes.
That sounds more like the blues than a whistle.
I closed my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was gone! My keep!
Oh.
My castle! Ooh!
Oh, that's what happened here.
Oh.
Maybe some... Oh.
Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing there.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all day.
You know it. Anyhow, that's the deal. Good luck.
Tercy, your daddy-o was hit by a car.
Yeah.
That didn't happen today.
That was last night. When was that? Was it 2 months ago, they said? Yes, 2 months ago. Sorry.
That he was hit by the car? Oh.
I thought he was hit by the car, like, recently.
No, recently.
It's just
Well,
the
I've
last
been in
case
the
was
hospital-
2 months ago.
I've been in the hospital for a while, right?
Oh.
Had he?
Sure.
I missed that part.
Okay.
Well, all they had was a sprained ankle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah, the
huh?
trial.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what exactly was your request?
My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want.
2.
Of course, I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls kill a man. Then I'd really need defense.
Oh. Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? Get it back today if you can, Paulo. I got noodles to make.
Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves?
Actually,
Is this not bizarre?
Actually.
there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo.
Huh? I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Listen to the lady's problem now. Don't be cruel. You're gonna regret it.
I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen.
Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery?
That's a good word, skullduggery.
Well, someone stole a pair of my panties.
I think I know the doctor who did it.
Yeah, I think we have an idea.
Panties!
Tell me more about that.
What the hell, Shu?
So they were, stolen your,
My panties, yes.
right. Panties.
That's a crying shame, that is, Trucy Doll.
Get out of here, Guile, dude.
Do not chime in.
I was alone in the office last night. I had hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them. My favorite panties.
Could be.
I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted. Wait!
Well, that was certainly brave of you.
But I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do.
A darn crying shame, yup.
Why are you still
Please
here?
do not contribute to this.
I will, and you can't stop me.
Oh, I will. Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. It's right here. I'll mark it on your map.
I'll be heading home now. Remember, find my stand or there'll be an empty bowl in your future, Paulo.
Right?
And you help out Trucy Doll here too, you hear? Sure. Anyways, my voice is back now.
Yeah.
Things certainly have picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases.
I guess.
Let's see where we stand.
Not in a courtroom, that's for sure.
And now
Get used to it, Apollo.
now the true Apolloisms are coming out.
Yeah, you're really hung up on that, aren't you, Apollo?
Well, the first item on our list. Phoenix Wright.
Nope.
Daddy-O hit and
Nope,
run
nope, nope,
accident.
nope.
Phoenix Wright. Daddy's hit and run accident.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
We have to find the one who hit him.
Who's going to pay us for this again?
And the second item.
Loop back to the question.
No, Mr. Eldoon's request to find his stolen stand.
For which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles.
It's free food. And the last request is mine.
Oh, God.
To find my stolen panties.
That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Are you sure you don't mean pastry?
Nope.
It was a pastry. She put a pie on the window to cool.
Aw.
No.
Aw. Let's go, Polly. To the streets.
Aren't you enthusiastic?
How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me.
I guess we might as well get started.
Partners it is.
Let's see. A hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panty.
Where do we go
It's the
first?
beginning. The beginning of
go.
a beautiful friendship.
The one
Oh,
where we
yeah,
know who
guys.
done it.
We don't know who done what.
No, we don't know who stole the panties. We have no idea who stole the panties. We have no theory that who stole the panties. Not a one.
Sure, let's go back there.
What if he was framed?
Could have been anyone.
What if he was framed?
It's Jin.
Dude!
I wouldn't reveal it.
Grape juice.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
we doing this bit every time we go anywhere, Apollo?
It's just like the
Yes.
badge.
Huh? Mr. Wright's gone.
Maybe he's gone for an examination?
He sprained his ankle. He'll probably be back soon. Let's wait.
I think it might take some time. Daddy always loves his examinations.
Don't ask Justice.
Huh?
You don't want to know.
Why don't we come back later?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Let's move again. Back to
Alright,
here
bye.
because we have to do
Back
this now.
here.
And now
Bye.
we
Oh,
can move
that's
where?
right. Now we can
Here
go
we
to
go,
the
yeah.
accident scene.
Accidents.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How come we can't look out the window where your panties were stolen?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Would that,
there's
would
a
that not give
Well,
us
there-
clues?
there's
Well,
a
they're not
cupboard.
there
way.
anymore.
Well, but
Anyways.
okay, fine.
Dragon.
Stop this.
It's getting old.
Just say
I
it's
am
June.
ending this bet.
So this is where Mr. Wright was hit by a car?
According to the map, this is the place.
What a huge mansion.
Apollo, there's a nice looking lady over there.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Let's question her.
Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there
What is-
too.
What?
What is
What is
happening
she
over
doing?
there?
Don't
Oh.
worry, this is
Oh,
about her
God.
now.
There's a lot happening.
Excuse me. Can we have a few words with you?
Where are the panties?
You want something?
No. Whoa, that husky voice. Why am I suddenly sweating?
Oh wow. So husky.
That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money. Oh, money sounds like something my son would call his friend.
What?
This is the Kitaki family mansion, little girl. You, kid with the hair. You want something?
We both have hair. Me, no, not a thing, bye!
Apollo, we can't just leave without questioning her. What if she knows something?
I don't wanna! But the Kentucky family? They're the biggest organized syndicate or crime syndicate in the town.
Oh.
If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Right.
Yay! We get to whip him into shape. Or way to whip him into shape, ma'am.
What's happening?
She now know here.
I'm Plum. Plum Kitaki. Wife of the fourth head of the Kitaki family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I am little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. If looks could kill this woman, would be a mass murderer by now.
Well, obviously.
Cool theme.
Sorry, kid, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, never mind.
All right.
So. Wait, do I have
Stuff.
to? How do I? That's how I do
What's
it.
up? There we go.
What?
Oh, hello.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
hi there.
Sudden.
I didn't expect this.
Me neither.
Okay.
Who's that? Oh, she's looking at the park.
She's pretty.
I didn't notice.
I bet she has a story, you know?
Oh,
I think the lady in the background's the one with the story.
Right? But it couldn't be. Old bag?
Might be.
No.
There's something about her. Too bad she seems in a little bit of a rush.
okay. So what's happening here? Sorry.
Looks like there's someone, there's some trouble at the parking gate.
I smell an incident.
I see an incident.
Ma'am, there's no entry to the park. Wonder.
That is
tell me where I can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home.
Please get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am.
That's quite the determined old lady. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park.
You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous.
Hey, miss, stay out of the park.
He got mad at me.
Did something happen here, officer?
No, move along, nothing to see. Why don't you kids go play someplace else?
We're not kids and we're not playing. I'm an attorney.
Saps?
Something wrong?
Could be anybody.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh, Detective Sky! We're
Wait.
fine. We're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report.
No, I'm fine.
Oh,
Oh,
you!
hi! So here's the thing with this character. We discussed this morning.
Is this their first appearance?
You
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
that,
okay,
Clue.
you
But
say
guess
that,
what?
Clueless. So here's the thing.
It was me first, you see.
We realized that every time this character has shown up, someone different has voiced her.
Yes, it used
So it's
to be
my
Hannah.
turn.
It has been Hannah and Shane and Saps and Lunar, and
Me.
now it is going to be Wander.
Yeah, because we were thinking, who should voice her this time? How about Emma?
Why not?
So yeah. So yeah, we're keeping that bit going.
Yeah.
Lunar, what was your voice for her?
I feel like it was Maya, but
Maya Light.
like
Science.
Maya, but even more rambunctious.
But now remember, 7 years have passed.
True.
Yeah, her personality is very different in this game, actually.
She's a grown woman.
Oh, really?
No.
Why is she wearing a lab coat?
talk like this.
I'm gonna take a sip first.
I forgot this happened now. Just wanted to see the funny dialogue with the old lady.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed.
And these kids are?
I am not the child.
Oh, curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers.
Huh. Well then, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else?
Look, we're not.
Or I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. Want a dose of experimental hydroxyacetylunodositrase?
Good luck.
Hydroxyacetylunodositrase?
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. What's hydroxy stuff?
Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy.
Try to keep out the riffraff if you would.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, were we supposed to get information like this? Thanks for
I'm gonna try
chilling.
making her.
Why don't
Oh,
we
you-
ask that nice woman across the street?
Which one? Oh, yes, the nice woman.
You want to make Emma a little more nasal.
Oh. Hi.
20% more dork.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get stabbed today. I'm gonna get stabbed today.
Broom
Lil
knife.
Plum? That's a really cute name for someone so... Yes.
Whoa, hey.
Beautiful.
What is it, Apollo?
Hi. How about you go through me when talking to her, okay, Jersey?
Huh? That seems like a bit of a needless procedure.
I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures.
Got him.
That's a good joke.
Oh, little girl. You should know. We're gangsters. Gangs? Oh, that means you're the bad guy.
I'm gonna get stabbed today. Jersey, through me, please. I am
No fear.
begging you here.
The knife through you, you say.
The bad guys. I like the sound of that.
I'm gonna need some one tea after this.
It takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump?
Oh, is the Y3K plan messing with you guys too?
A call back to the Yakuza series currently going on tomorrow. Ha ha!
Sure.
Ha ha ha.
Sure.
Let's not ask about business if we can help it, please.
Oh, I guess it was last
So,
night.
so there was supposedly a car accident here last night?
Last night.
Of course you wouldn't know about it. Sorry to bother you.
Wait.
Yes.
You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away?
That's our Nick.
That's my daddy!
I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man.
Capo? Point man.
Could you avoid using too much industry lingo?
In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Ugh.
Cleaning up this paint?
With a brush?
Was this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I
Yeah,
heard
time.
a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue?
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that.
Boss, boss, boss.
Boss. The car hit your father, not her. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint. Then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see. Thank you, the rescue. You're blocking my line, though.
Thank you for gifting us up to Raven.
Yeah, Draven.
Interrupting Jester.
Could put that in the bottom right corner.
Did you read
Or
it?
you can put it in the top left corner. Yeah, I read it. Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me.
The dragon doesn't know what's going on.
But why are you out here cleaning it up?
I'm a wish dragon.
Help me.
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster?
Trucy.
Don't you have any goons to do your dirty work for you?
Hired goons?
Please go through me when you want to.
Don't be such a stiff lawyer, boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image.
Yes.
But we're community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to people, you see.
How noble of him.
I availed myself of the public facilities to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint in the street to deal with.
Public facility? Did you flush it down a toilet? Oh. I wonder if she means that trash can. ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street?
Oh, yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago, huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too.
You're kidding?
What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house.
Did something happen at your house too?
A crime without honor, without remorse. It's a private matter. Want to hear about it?
Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly.
That's my line.
No, that was Trucy. It said Trucy.
No, that was the joke.
But that's something that Apollo would say.
Yes.
Oh, sure, yes.
So, what happened at your house?
Bloomers. Last night.
Truce your pennies.
I got a feeling about this.
Me. Little Plum Kitaki. The victim of a panty snatcher.
How dare.
What? So it wasn't just my panties that were stolen.
It's a pantydemic.
Ugh.
Wow.
It's a pandemic.
Oh.
Mm,
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal. It wasn't you, was it?
No, of course not. Mercy, my pockets are not that deep.
I've heard word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties have all have something in common.
The color? It's hard to imagine Trucy and Miss Kitake's panties having much in common. I just imagine Miss Kitake's panties!
I know. We'll find your bloomers too.
Great! Show me what you're made of.
What have you gotten me into this time, Trucy? We already have a list.
If
Who
we
are
do
you?
this, the mob will owe you a favor.
I don't want a panty favor. Oh, the girl from before. Hi. You've come at a strange time.
Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
No!
Hello, Mother.
She's a Kentucky too.
Miss? Here, our flyer.
Why? Right? Anything agency?
Anything agency?
Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice.
Attorney?
Drop by our office. We'll be waiting.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Why did you just give her a flyer?
I don't know, just she seemed like she could use some help.
Oh, she's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Wouldn't be the first heiress to a gangster dynasty that this agency has helped.
Trash.
Trash!
Everybody.
Trash.
There's a big trash can on the way to the park.
So this music is so good.
I guess we could check it out. You still haven't read about that lady.
A detective's life sure is a hard one.
I'm an attorney. Action. Huh?
Huh. 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them.
these are slippers.
Enhance!
The Maractus?
See,
Isn't that a Pokemon?
It is!
So it's a rival gang, is it? They look like those slippers you get from the hospital.
Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car?
Oh, it's a side view mirror. It looks like it was torn off and it was smacked in or into something or someone.
Wait, you don't think?
I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright.
Wow. And he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong.
Believe it.
I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take?
this is silly. Let us take both.
Right?
We should be able to.
Slippers.
This is the freaking metal detector and the dog all over again.
It sure is.
Jay says slippers. Any other ones?
Slippers.
I would say mirror. That
Really?
might help us track down the car.
The slippers indicate the crazy doctor.
True.
Mm,
So
wonder
I'm
what you want.
thinking. I was thinking the slippers, honestly.
Really?
Well, it
No.
depends on what we want to solve first. The
True.
mirror helps with the car incident. The slippers help with the panty parade.
You're true. That's very true.
So I'm guessing we're gonna have to come back and take the other one eventually anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
It depends on which one we think
Hope-
we need to
I hope
solve
we can.
first. List-wise, mirror, I guess.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
let's leave then. Move!
Scene of the stand theft.
No!
New. Vote.
New. Vote.
What is going on with that picture?
Save
Wait.
the light.
Check that guy out.
Dog!
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 Hang on, can you go up? Up, up,
And
up.
the dude!
What is going on with this guy?
Vote for that guy.
Who cares? Dog!
Dog. Vote for dog.
Vote
Doge.
for dog. Save the light.
So, what's this place?
This will be Mr. Eldoon's house, silly.
Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Bowl.
Hey!
Oh.
Damn it!
Right.
Look, there's a police car parked over there.
You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What's with this place? A hospital? What's this place? A hospital? There's a sign. Maractus Clinic. Hasn't evolved yet.
Oh, that's where the thief went.
The thief?
The one who snatched my panties. He ran into this clinic last night. Wait. Maybe that police car is here to find my panties.
I doubt it.
Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate.
Ah, there you guys are, Sonny.
Good.
Well, you find anything yet?
No, not yet. We just got here, though.
Are you tired of the soundbite yet?
No.
The longer you loaf around here, the saltier your victory bowl gets. Just remember that.
His boulder is like less like a payment and more like a punishment. So, your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was it?
Aye, passed down from father to son. That stands to seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say.
I bet high blood pressure does too. So, your stand, Eldoon's Noodles, was stolen.
Oh, it wasn't just the stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost those wobbly wheels, my salt-crusted stew pot, my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand. I lost a legend. Are you tired yet?
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't that time we bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand?
You bet, sonny boy. It happened last night.
Go on.
I was blowing my whistle like always. Crying to town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets. Thick and salty.
I don't like where this is going.
I got home, well, right before 10 p.m. I reckon.
I guess he's not aiming for that late night market.
I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then I went inside.
Question.
Answer.
You washed your bowls when you got home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Does that mean that you reused the bowls throughout the day?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, alright man, that sounds good. Oh, when did you notice it had been stolen?
Early this morning. Before the sun rose. Work starts early.
Do that many people eat noodles for breakfast?
Phoenix does. I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being.
They took everything?
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look, there on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, they'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that bowl. My last bowl.
What about the one in your head?
Are you tired yet?
He's under enough
Tasty
pressure
salt.
as it is.
That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to.
It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, making my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties.
I didn't like that sentence.
The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives there, do you?
Fah! Fah! I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor.
Do I detect a little animosity there?
Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly.
You know what? We will. But first,
Badge.
sorry, sonny boy. My interest is for my stand and precious little else. Wait, I presented this to him earlier, and he did have a comment about it.
No more.
Get cracking on, case.
interesting.
Find my stand. I'm begging you. This just incentivizes me to present it more. But more importantly,
Dog.
Puppy.
Look, a doggy. Good boy. Good boy, Salty.
Salty.
I'm sure the dog has a real name, Drusy.
yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a G, by the way.
Spoon's a good name.
Spoon.
Spoon doesn't seem so lively.
Spoon.
She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning. That's why.
Oh,
She's a salty sea dog, she is.
Poor little thing.
Apollo, let's find that stand soon, for Spoon's sake.
I'm pretty sure the dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles.
Doesn't stop flecking. Anyways,
That doorway sure is sparkly.
The Maractus Clinic, huh? Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. must be quite profitable.
Funny, it looks closed. And maybe they're on vacation today?
Looks like they're having a special offer going on for 3 shots.
3 shots for the price of 1. Ooh, now's our chance, Apollo.
Shots of what? No, chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Whoever runs this clinic, they must be pretty business-minded. I understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car?
Maybe they're tax evaders.
Yeah, I wonder.
Sorry, miss. No going into the clinic today.
Did something happen?
Huh? Oh, no. Nothing to see here. Move along. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor.
Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? So does that mean something else?
No.
Oh, that's a 40s thing. Never mind. We need a little more info about this Maractus clinic.
We could ask Mr. Eldoon. He is their neighbor and all. We should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there?
I actually forgot about shit. Wait, can I?
Maybe it's in the list now.
Is Apollo.
22, 23?
Oh, garage!
Whoa. Oh, wait. Okay.
He's not in the court record.
Cat!
June.
Cat!
Dude.
Cat! Snaps. Thank you.
It's a cat.
Yep. Love that.
What
See,
a face.
The bid is still valuable.
Okay, but we can't press the cat. They are fragile.
This is the place. This is where that panty snatcher ran. Jay?
I swear. Her
Yeah.
hand would
What?
not have, looking at that skeleton, her hand would not have been on the back of her, it definitely would have been on the back of her head. Higher, higher. I see that, higher. So like when
What?
she put her hand on the back of her head, I don't think that was her neck though.
You're still going
Shut
on about
up.
this. Okay.
What do you... Jay!
From last case.
Oh my
are you
gosh.
sure?
Maybe. Let's look for clues. Clues to a panty snatching. Clues. Like a pair of panties.
Can we... Trucy. Could you try not saying panties so many times?
Were you about to say that yourself, Jay? This is why your cast is Apollo.
Why cast as Apollo?
Aha! We have that thing.
What? Oh! There's something about this car.
Let's take a closer look.
Yes.
Mm.
Click. Click.
Oh.
What is this?
That's-
Saps?
Not
Oh,
what I
no,
was
we were
originally
looking at-
thinking of, but
Thank you.
You first.
hey, look at that!
You didn't notice? The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue.
What? You're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue for me, are you, Polly?
A clue? Oh, let's see. What could it possibly be?
No evidence.
Show that
Trucy, it's
evidence.
in my hand.
No
You think I can
evidence.
put this in my pocket? I'm
No,
carrying the mirror in my hand.
It's literally in Trucy's pockets, actually.
Oh, it's in Trucy's pockets.
Trucy
How did
said...
that get there?
I think I do just have the clue you've got in mind. Take it! My clue is this thing you have.
Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. It's a perfect match.
I guess we could check it out.
Only two pieces of garbage with paint on them. Paint on them. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go to a car?
It's a side view mirror. This thing was torn off and it's back to something else. Something or someone.
This is a lot of flashbacks. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we just solved the case.
What if you make a rule? If the flashback happened in this stream, we skip it from now on.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll just all do a group.
Yeah.
So the car that hit Daddy last night.
Is sitting right in front of us. Yep.
Wow. You put the pro in professional, Apollo.
Gee. Oh, thanks, Trucy.
Anyways,
More stuff.
can we get the music back?
No.
Look, a
No.
cell phone.
Someone dropped it behind this tire. If the car moved, it would be crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here.
We should bring it to him later.
Who could have dropped it?
Who could have dropped this phone?
Anyways, immediately.
Oh, I hope this phone does belong to the doctor. Because that way we would know he was a phony doctor.
Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one.
It's cute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's a watch. Oh, it's kind of odd though.
What is?
I mean, one of the time you could just look at the phone itself.
Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo.
Thanks. Finally, some respect.
So, what does that tell you?
Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through doesn't think through the details for one.
They did drop their phone after all. I kind of figured they were a little spacey already.
Oh, good point.
Spin.
Ooh, Kamara.
Always spin.
Wow.
Anyways,
You spin me right.
I realized you could do this here
baby.
too.
Oh, yellow.
Yellow. Can't inspect it though.
Oh, pink.
Can't inspect it? Okay.
Like a record, baby, right.
Round, right, round. I'm spinning like
Hey, wait.
a
Wait. Was there a third thing?
There's one more.
Get back in there.
There was.
Enhance.
Oh, I see it now.
You missed
What?
it?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I was
The
looking at
muffler,
mirror.
the
What's this?
muffler.
Oh, that reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago.
Huh?
The
Apparently,
muffler.
there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved up the tailpipe.
Apollo, you sound like such a fanboy right now.
He
The
isn't.
piece of the piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue in solving the case. I don't remember this.
Wow.
You don't remember that? In
I remember
the
this.
first game, last chapter?
The last
Like
chapter
the
after
DLC incident.
Yeah, the DLC incident.
Yeah.
Like they added a
Ah.
chapter to the end of the first game, the one where Emma was Wright's sidekick.
I
Yeah.
Instead of Maya?
I remember Edgeworth's room, all his stuff in it.
Before that room, just before that room. In the garage.
It'll come. to me.
Anyway.
It's a long time ago.
I remember that that case record remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe.
Yep. Always.
Mhm.
Saps.
Listen, there were two
Everyone's
other
gotta have a
things.
hobby, I guess.
There were two other things taking my attention away.
Quit checking out my tailpipe.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if hey, there's something in here?
What?
Oh, wait a second. Aren't these your?
Oh, my panties!
Wait, when did I learn what they look like? What? Already?
How would you know?
Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing.
No, really don't. I'm just gonna go wash my hands.
No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You
Aha!
must have a nose for finding girls' panties.
Okay, but those are really cute, though.
What are those?
Goddamn, I'm sorry,
My
later.
little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. I can't wait to use them.
You're going to put them on. No, don't.
Watch closely now.
Don't.
I will not.
See? Nothing in the panties.
Oh!
Ta-da!
Oh!
Wait, where did that come from? How did you get that bowl in your panty?
My panties are an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They're my magic panties. It's one of my best tricks.
Okay.
What is it, Jay?
Pennies holding.
I just vaguely remember this coming up in Spirit of Justice.
Ah,
Yeah.
magic.
They love them over at Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly.
Wunderbar.
You mean those panties are a prop? You could have told me a little sooner.
Got him.
No,
Put them discreetly away in Drew's pockets. At least that's one case closed, at least.
What are you saying? We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with the tool of my trade.
Oh, right.
Apollo.
Jersey. Huh?
Hmm?
What is it?
Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy.
But you said we didn't solve it.
He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him.
Okay. He doesn't seem like the type to mope, though. Except when he's in the hospital. Oh. And this hardly seems like a case worth reporting.
You know, you're right, and we are at the time, but however...
We gotta look
Cat!
at the cat.
Kitty cat!
Oh.
Hey, a kitty cat! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
Meow.
Where's
It's
music?
not
Oh,
coming
it's not here.
down.
We do look kind of suspicious, you have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
Yes, it will. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear into her panties.
Now, Saps, I have a request.
Yeah.
The object that is to the left of the cat.
Fragile?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Hey.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
no, you're examining that.
It's a folding ladder.
I actually have a funny bit about this afterwards.
Oh.
Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on.
A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder, then?
It's a much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that's basically a ladder, right?
Wait. Huh?
You have to look past the form, at the essence of the thing.
What the fuck, Apollo?
Can we talk about something else?
Where did
Let
Apollo
us
go
make a-
wrong? I agree with him. What happened?
I guess let us make Apollo feel philosophical or something.
Should we visit that trash can
Yes.
again so that we don't forget to pick
You
up
know
that
what?
item?
You know what? Very fair. Let's do
That's
that
fair.
real quick.
We're gonna swap.
And also
the
get
pieces.
music. I
Doesn't
am
the
doing
game also
fine.
want us to talk to this character? Maybe we should end on that?
Did we want to talk to him?
I mean, we don't have to talk
Yep.
to him, but we should probably come back at least. Oh yeah, there
yeah.
it is.
Okay. But yeah, let's at the very least go over here. Don't.
Let's pick up the thing and then end in front of
Tiki
this
Mouse.
guy.
And then we look at this, and we do this, and we do.
And then the game wants to talk to Phoenix. We will remember these things.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, there's will be waste back. Good.
You're gonna search through the trash.
I don't think we need to.
Oh.
Oh no, please. Knock yourself out. Don't mind me. I'll be waiting over here.
Just so we're clear, searching through the trash isn't a hobby of mine, okay?
So essentially, the slippers are fake evidence. Got it.
Oh.
Hmm.
Back to Guy.
Evidence.
Okay.
Back to Guy.
Hey, Eldoon.
I know, little guy.
Hi.
That's your name. You know that? That's the pun.
We did it.
Mhm.
This was fun. I enjoyed this.
Yeah.
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 Let's do it again soon.
Yeah. But what are we doing tomorrow?
Looks like tomorrow you're playing Yakuza.
You mentioned that
Yeah.
earlier.
Yakuza.
I brought it back. Where I might finish the game tomorrow.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
There's the potential.
Ooh, fun.
I
Exciting.
did think last time I was closer than I thought, but now I'm concerned. But hopefully,
Concerned?
it might be 2 streams depending on how long it goes.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Cutscene's long.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll happen.
We've never encountered that before, right, Ace Attorney?
No, never.
Nah.
Never ever.
What kind of soup, huh? I
Stock
wonder
soup.
what kind of-
Hmm.
It was salty soup.
Salty,
Salty noodle soup.
Hmm.
Mhm.
One of my
Salt.
soups.
One of those soups, I guess.
More salt than water.
Delicious.
You can feel it in your veins.
Mm.
Oh, I feel
No,
it.
no. You
Shut
mean
up.
Wayne's.
Your
Shut up,
Wayne.
Apollo.
Your Wayne.
Your Wayne's.
Soup in your wains.
I will kill you, Apollo.
He'll deserve it.
I feel like I won't live through this anyway.
I'll feed you the soup. In
30
your
feet
veins.
through the air.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.